Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan selamat pagi warga Universiti Putra Malaysia. Hari ini anda bersama saya Hannah Hazri dalam siri kita yang kedua, Borak Tepi Keusahawanan dan Kerjaya. Untuk pengetahuan saudara-saudari yang mungkin pertama kali bersama kita hari ini, program Borak Tepi Keusahawanan dan Kerjaya merupakan suatu inisiatif baharu CEM tahun 2021 yang akan berlangsung setiap bulan. Jadi program ini menyasarkan semua mahasiswa serta graduan Universiti Putra Malaysia bagi memberi pendedahan tentang topik-topik berkaitan dengan keusahawanan dan kerjaya dalam mendepani dunia keusahawanan dan kerjaya masa hadapan. Baik, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, hari ini, pagi ini, Hana bersama dengan yang berbahagia Dr. Muhammad Faiq Abdul Aziz, Pensyarah Fakulti Pengajian Pendidikan Universiti Putra Malaysia. Hari ini dengan topik yang sangat menarik, Industrial Talk, Transforming Yourself. Jadi kita nak transformasikan diri kita bagaimana Tanpa melengahkan masa, saya menjemput yang berbahagia doktor. Assalamualaikum doktor.
Ya, Waalaikumsalam. Assalamualaikum Hana dan semua para pendengar. Apa khabar semua? Alright. Pertama kali saya ingin ucapkan terima kasihlah kepada pihak CEM kerana sudi menjemput saya untuk berkongsi pengalaman lah, saya katakan pengalaman ataupun pendapat lah berkenaan dengan topik kita pada hari ini. Jadi saya harapkan nama pun borak tepi. Jadi hopefully kita akan dapat banyak persoalan, dan mungkin apa yang saya boleh cuba jawab dan saya cuba jawablah. Saya juga ingin beritahu hari ini memang borak je, bukannya stres-stres punya lecture ke kan. So
Sekarang ni,
sorry.
lagipun doktor sekarang ni kan study week. Dia tak nak.
Betul. So maybe yang mendengar hari ini pun mungkin of course di kalangan pelajar, mungkin ada yang soon akan pergi latihan industri dan juga mungkin ada yang sekarang tengah mencari pekerjaan ataupun tengah fikir apa nak buat Alright. So insyaAllah kita akan cuba borak-borak je hari ini. Mungkin ada sedikit sebanyak yang boleh membantu saudara-saudari sekalian. Baik, saya ada sediakan slides. Kata borak kan daripada slides juga kan. Well, supaya kita tidak terpesong dari dari agenda kita pada hari ini. Okay, just a moment Alright. Boleh nampak ke slide saya?
Okay, nampak jelas doktor?
Okay, alright. So today topik pada hari ini iaitu Industrial Talk, Transforming Yourself. Sebelum tu baik saya perkenalkan diri saya lah. Saya Dr. Muhammad Faiq Abdul Aziz, pensyarah di Fakulti Pengajian Pendidikan. When we talk about industry, saya ada jugalah pengalaman bekerja di industri. Sebelum saya join Universiti as an academician, I was a banker. Saya ada pengalaman menjadi pegawai bank di 2 buah bank iaitu selama 5 tahun. My first experience with Maybank, and then after that saya move to CIMB Investment. Sebelum tu juga saya lakukan saya punya latihan industri di company tu di Bosnia Herzegovina. Nama dia Euro Asphalt Sarajevo. So mungkin jika ada persoalan berkenaan dengan internship, berkenaan dengan interview ke dan sebagainya, apa yang ingin dikongsikan, insyaAllah boleh kita sembang-sembang lah. Alright, itu sedikit saya punya background industri. Dan kemudian semasa saya bekerja di bank, saya further study, which is saya further master part time. And then after I finish my master, I straight away pursue my PhD. Since the beasiswa requires me to do it full time, so I have to quit my job from CIMB Investment, and I pursue my PhD. Alhamdulillah, within 3 years, then I start my journey as an academician lah. Saya juga pernah jadi, saya buat part-time lecturing di Universiti Teknologi Malaysia, and then after that, saya jadi pensyarah kanan di salah satu universiti swasta iaitu UniKL, and then now, Alhamdulillah, I'm so proud to be a part of UPM family. Yeah, orang baru jugalah ni. Alright, okay, so bercakap mengenai transforming yourself. Okay, alright. First, when we talk about transforming yourself, of course, kita kena tahulah kan, what I want to be in the future. Ini benda yang paling penting kita nak tahu. Betul tak, Hana? Saya suka dalam kelas saya, first class masa ice breaking, mostly saya akan buat dekat my bachelor class lah. My master's class, of course, dah kerja. So, in my bachelor class, masa introduce themselves, saya bagi diorang time untuk fikir apa yang mereka nak jadi in the future, right? Dan bukan itu saja, saya juga minta mereka search apa requirement untuk dapat pekerjaan tersebut. Okay, for example, you cakap you nak jadi executive in Petronas contohnya, you want to be executive bank contohnya, or whatever it is. Look what is the requirement untuk menjadi untuk mendapat pekerjaan tersebut. Okay, so of course lah, bila student they search from job street dan sebagainya, so dia orang tengok perlu at least bachelor or masters, perlu CGPA sekian-sekian, perlukan certificate sekian-sekian. Then bila dia introduce themselves, saya akan bila saya tanya, so you what is you want to be in the future? Then bila dia cakap saya nak jadi sekian-sekian, so I tanya, so what are the requirements? So dia cakap, saya perlu ada ni working experience at least 3 years, this and that. And then I start asking, so kat mana you sekarang? Betul tak? So sekarang ni, adakah you dapat capai apa you nak jadi tu? Betul? So bila tanya soalan tu, dia orang macam jauh lagi doktor. So maknanya from the beginning, saya harapkan student saya dia identify terus apa you nak jadi, you know, at least of course lah, there will be situation where you tak tahu you nak jadi apa, kan? Sometimes tak apalah, habis degree dulu, nanti fikirlah nak buat apa. Ada banyak jawapan saya dapat dari student saya. Nak jadi hamba Allah lah.
Wow.
Saya pun macam and then saya straight away tanyalah, so sekarang hamba apa? So macam-macam. Ada nak jadi suri rumah lah yang berjaya, macam-macam. Ada yang betul-betul dedicated punya, memang dia straight away, I want to be this. So this is the requirement. Sekarang ni saya ada benda macam ni, pointer saya macam ni, so saya target insyaAllah within this semester saya akan score banyak ni. So bila you dapat different kind of answers from different kind of students, so you nampak tau the different level of people. Okay, so maknanya sekarang ini, siapa yang mendengar ini, of course lah my beloved students, saya berharap anda semua tahu apa yang anda nak. Alright, what I want to be in the future. Paling penting. Sebab lagi-lagi sekarang ni kan, there's a lot of uncertainty happen in this current situation. Unemployment rate makin meningkat kan, dengan COVID-19, pandemic COVID-19, kita tak tahu bila akan berakhir. So and then you're gonna face virtual interview, and then you're gonna, saya bukan nak takut-takutkan you're gonna face a very competitive environment. untuk mendapat pekerjaan, bukan sekadar, you bayangkan, kalau you nak kena compete dengan rakan-rakan satu kelas untuk dapat kerja, itu baru satu kelas. Belum lagi dengan kelas lain, belum lagi dengan fakulti lain, belum lagi dengan universiti lain. So belum lagi dengan um, overseas graduates, dan belum lagi dengan orang yang suka lompat-lompat kerja, yang dah ada experience 2-3 tahun more than you, yang dah ada masters dan sebagainya. So we live in a very competitive world, right? So basically you need to plan, right? You need to know what you want. And of course, bila you identify apa you nak tu, it must be something yang you excited untuk buat. Betul tak? Kalau you buat something yang tak excited, you not feel good about it, you buat pun macam asal buat je. So at the end of the day, you will feel not satisfied. Okay? Saya biasalah bersembang dengan rakan-rakan daripada industri. Even though they have a stable income, even a very good income, a very huge bonuses at the end of the month, at the end of the year, tapi ada yang tak satisfied, you know, ada yang stop kerja further masters dekat overseas. Padahal gaji dia, I would say already 5 figures. Umur masa tu 30, dah 5 figures. Tapi dia jump from my friend jump from oil and gas to banking industry. So dia dapat increment that kind of amount. Suddenly dapat tahu dia resign and continue study. So I don't know, maybe because of the other plan untuk dia punya life. So same goes to all of you. Yang paling penting, you need to know what you want to be in the future. And of course, what you want to be in the future, dia akan berubah. Betul tak? Maknanya normal lah, kita muda-muda ni fikir tentang reward, more towards salary, reward, benefit dan sebagainya. Itu yang ada orang tu yang tadi tu dia jump from Maybank ke CIMB. So when time goes on, you know, you're getting older, you're getting wiser, bila you dah ada family, and then you punya perception ataupun you punya satisfaction towards you punya career, towards what you want to do also akan berubah, right? So it's normal lah. And then based on study pun, younger generation ni suka lompat-lompat kerja, and then dia punya kind of work yang dia prefer tu pun, dia tak suka kerja dekat office for 8 to 10 hours duduk dalam office je. Dia more to suka flexible, you know. That is why nowadays banyak sangat orang suka buat online business dan sebagainya, because they want to earn their time. So it depends, you know. So what you want to be in the future must be in line with your preference as well. Jangan kita lihat, orang ni jadi kerja macam ni kaya lah, nak jadi macam tu jugalah. But you don't know how it takes to be in that position. Apa yang dia dah go through, dia punya family members, dia punya time and everything different dengan you. So you need to know what is your strength, what is your weaknesses, your family support untuk buat satu benda. So what you want to be in the future is very important. Dan jangan putus asa. Alright, jangan putus asa. Janganlah you plan nak jadi doctors, for example. You want to plan nak jadi pharmacist, for example. Suddenly COVID-19 jadi macam ni, kan? Or maybe you plan nak pursue PhD. You want to be a doctor after 3 or 4 years, maybe. So ada orang pun maybe yang tengah dengar ni pun ada yang tengah pursue PhD. Ada yang sekarang macam, aduh boleh ke habis PhD ni kan, nak jumpa supervisor susah dan sebagainya, COVID-19 ni. Sekarang ni semua benda kita salah COVID-19 KPI tak target ke apa pun semua ke COVID-19. Even most of my friends bila dia KPI appraisal, not in the universities lah. KPI punya appraisal, bila bos tanya kenapa tak achieve this target, kenapa ni, COVID-19 bos. It's difficult. It's a very uncertainty economic condition. So at least kita ada who to blame lah. Alright, but what we need to do about that? Betul tak? What we need to think after that? Takkanlah tak tahu bila penghujungnya COVID-19 ni, betul? So takkanlah dah habis nanti, which is we don't know, 3 or 4 years maybe. Takkan time tu baru macam okay, I baru nak start I punya future plan. Tak boleh lah kan? So you need to adapt with the situation and go along with it. And based on my experience juga, itulah bila rasa diri nak achieve banyak benda, masa saya kerja, saya pursue my masters. Right? Kita tak boleh nak buat satu benda dalam satu masa je sekarang. You know, you need to do many things at one time. Even benda ni lah yang you akan practice and you akan bawa bila you kerja nanti. You know, bila you kerja nanti, you akan jadi multitasking. So bila ada you punya superior, you punya boss ke, you punya colleague, teammates ke dan sebagainya minta tolong, new assignment, new task, new opportunities or whatever, you need to do everything. You tak boleh macam tunggu yang ni tak habis lagi. So every day is gonna be a new task, a new day. So you need to just do it. Betul tak? So you need to plan. Okay? So mungkin ada di luar sana sekarang ni tak terfikir nak further masters or nak further PhD. You know, dia macam ni lah Hana, dia memang bila kerja nanti kan, dia sekarang ni tengah belajar, you akan rasa macam habis belajar ni, tunggulah aku kerja nak tutup buku dah. Tak nak tengok dah apa benda formula ke, teori ke apa semua nak tutup lah. Jangan bakar sudahlah buku tu kan. Maknanya tolak tepi lah. But surprisingly, one day you akan rasa benda ni, you will miss the experience of belajar ni lah. So you akan start tengok, oh sekarang kalau nak further growth in our career kena ada master at least. Dia start dengan macam tu. So you akan start pursue your masters. And then it depends. Kalau you punya kerja perlukan masters, you know, untuk you punya career growth, ada pekerjaan to make sure that you have a career growth, you need to have a professional certificate. Alright? So you need to be smart. You need to have a good strategy. Kenapa you nak buat masters sedangkan pekerjaan you atau benda yang you nak jadi, you nak pursue dalam career you memerlukan certificate. For example, for those who maybe one day want to be in a finance industry, financial industry maybe. So maybe dia nak climb the ladder, nak jadi CEO in finance for example. So you need to have certificates, for example CFA, Certified Finance. Or maybe you need to have a ACCA, accounting punya certificate. So benda itu yang lagi valuable untuk you punya career lah. So you need to think about that. Okay. Now, since saya beritahu susah kita nak tahu sebenarnya apa yang kita nak jadi in the future, kan? Tak, sebab hari ni mungkin nak idea lain, esok nak idea lain, lusa nak idea lain kan. Tengok member jadi benda lain, kita nak idea benda tu pula kan. So I would like to share with you this SMART goal. Alright, I'm pretty sure you all dah well aware of this SMART goal. You know, benda ni bukan benda baru lah. You know, even when we do training, you want to evaluate our opportunities or evaluate anything pun, sometimes we use this SMART model, right? Apa itu smart? Number one, S, it stands for specific. Number two, M, measurable. Number three, it is achievable. Yang keempat, realistic and timely. Alright, benda ni pada saya amat berguna. Alright, untuk you tahu apa you nak jadi. You know, sebab kadang-kadang kita faham lah, when we talk about career ni, orang kadang-kadang dia punya berangan tu memang jauh sangat ke depan kan. Kalau you boleh buat sistem tu apa semua, you dah rasa macam oh boleh kot one day jadi Steve Jobs contohnya kan. Tapi bukannya nak kata tak boleh, bukannya nak downgrade you, but you need to be realistic. Okay. And then ada kadang-kadang, ada student saya kadang-kadang tanya, alah doktor, tak payahlah dress up smart-smart, Steve Jobs ke orang kat luar sana tu pakai sempoi je kan, dia orang siap drop from university lagi boleh jadi kaya je. So I would say you tengok ke arah tu saja kan. Banyak benda lain lagi, dia punya attributes, dia punya values, dia punya determination, passion, dia punya vision dia, desire untuk achieve dia punya goal tu. Do you have that? Betul tak? So benda tu kita kena lihat. Okay? So maybe kita boleh pergi one by one. Before that, Hana, ada apa-apa persoalan ke? Dia kalau borak ni dah seorang-seorang, dia tak jadi borak lah ni.
Hana khusyuk saat mendengar. Kalau dalam Facebook kita tak ada soalan lagi doktor.
Alright, good.
Kita diteruskan dengan smart goals. Kita tak tanya-tanya juga macam mana nak tulis kan.
Okay, sure. So, alright. Since, of course, it's difficult for us to know or predict what's going to happen in the future. Betul tak? You nak jadi something, you nak further something, but you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Okay? Tapi, at least what you want to be, what you want to achieve, you need to be specific. Right? You need to be specific. When we talk about specific, benda yang you nak achieve tu must be at least simple and then significant. Apa signifikannya kepada you bila you achieve benda tu? Betul tak? Let's say bila you dah achieve tapi benda tu actually tak significant pun untuk you. Maybe because it's significant to other people but it's not significant to you. So you need to identify apa you nak sebenarnya. Contoh. Bila you dah bekerja nanti. So you target, you nak jadi maybe, saya nak jadi head of marketing department contohnya. Right? So what are the criteria of being head of marketing? Right? Macam saya tanya in the first class, apa you nak jadi? Alright, dia identify apa dia nak jadi, then you need to know apa requirement untuk dapatkan benda tu. You know? And then bila you tanya, bila you nak fulfill the specific of this goal, you need to ask yourself, is it important to me? Betul tak? Maknanya bila you tanya diri you, is it important to me tu, maknanya you minat ke tak buat benda tu? You suka ke tak buat benda tu? And it is normal, it is normal juga, sometimes orang kat luar sana, alah buat je lah, cukup bulan dapat gaji. Well, sometimes, Hana, we will fall in love with the things that we do. Even though mula-mula kita akan rasa macam, apa aku buat ni? Tak apalah, buat je lah, layan je lah. But at the end of the day, you akan rasa, oh, I'm good in this. You know? But, if you think that, bila you buat benda tu for maybe 1 or 2 years, you still tak ada mood, you bangun pagi, you rasa macam, aduh, tak ada mood tau. So I think I suggest you need to find other things so that you can live a happy life. I have itulah banyak sangat bersembang dengan orang kan. Kebanyakan most of my friends juga, they already have a stable job, stable income dan sebagainya. Bila tanya, macam mana? Sini lah bro, Macam ni lah bro. Macam tak ada mood je kan. Itulah, I thought of nak set up company sendiri lah. Rasa macam tak best lah asyik makan gaji je. You know? But at least you have a goal. Betul tak? So bila you have that kind of target, so you need to plan. Like saya cerita, ada orang kadang-kadang dia dah malas. Ada juga orang dia kerja makan gaji adalah semata-mata untuk kumpul fund lah, kumpul duit. One day nak set up a business, and then don't be surprised even though apa you belajar dekat universiti, even though we hope you be in line with what you learn, tapi with this current situation and then uncertainty, you will work in the environment that sometimes you tak belajar pun dalam masa you tengah ni lah dekat universiti. But apa yang saya percaya lecturer-lecturer di UPM dah terapkan dalam diri you adalah disiplin. Even though apa yang you kerja nanti, you need to learn, maybe you need to learn new things, but the determination, the discipline, the passion, the attitude, itu yang you punya lecturer dah terapkan dalam diri you. Because ada juga orang macam-macam. Because there are no rules that or limitation apa yang you nak jadi dalam dunia ni, betul tak? So, yeah.
Sorry doktor.
Okay.
Kalau lah macam seseorang tu kan, dia ada passion yang banyak, maksudnya lebih daripada satu, ataupun cita-cita dia pun lebih daripada satu. Minat dalam keusahawanan, minat juga dalam bidang sains, and then apa yang dia perlu lihat, macam apa yang dia perlu cuba, kena try dulu ke, follow the flow dulu ke, macam mana, apa nasihat doktor?
Oh, okay. It's a very good questions. To be honest, saya macam tu jugalah dulu. So maknanya sometimes saya tak tahu apa yang saya nak. Nak jadi macam-macam. Nak jadi itulah, nak jadi inilah. Even masa saya cuti semester, saya ambil exam unit trust. You pernah dengar unit trust? Unit trust consultant. Masa saya bachelor, saya orang cuti SEM, maybe ada member tidur kat rumah, tak buat apa-apa, maybe ada yang kerja ke. Saya ambil exam unit trust consultant. Saya pass, tapi saya tak buat apa. So maknanya dalam life it's normal, you want to achieve many things, and of course you can try, alright? You can try to join or participate in whatever you want, but you need to set a target. Okay, you need to set a time. That's why dalam smart goal ni kita ada time. Maknanya you kena tengok lah, after for 1 year you try buat semua benda, tapi after 1 year apa yang you rasa macam yang you betul-betul passion, adakah yang you passion tu adakah memberi keuntungan kepada you, tentang benda yang you tak passion tu lebih memberi keuntungan kepada you. Contoh ada juga orang makan gaji, kerja stable, but dia suka menjahit. Dia buat dua benda lah. You bayangkan at one point dia berhenti kerja tu, dia jadi tukang jahit je, because itu benda yang dia suka dan itu benda yang pada dia boleh bawa income yang lebih banyak. So it's normal to try. Even there's a lot of my students yang buat online business ni, masa time ada soalan hari tu, ada student tanya, doktor macam mana nak bahagikan masa time internship but at the same time saya nak manage saya punya online business. my answer is that of course lah, you need to set your priority. Okay, kita tak nak lah, alright, even though kita nak achieve banyak benda, kita nak buat banyak benda, we need to understand people's perception toward us juga. Okay, kita tak nak kita punya employer nanti bila dia bagi task kat kita, kita tak boleh buat, kita tak boleh fulfill apa yang diamanahkan kepada kita. So you need to be balanced and you need to know your limit as well, mampu atau tidak you buat, and then I suggest put some timeline. Okay, put a timeline. Boleh tak you buat? Kalau you cuba-cuba nak buat kan, of course lah sekarang banyak orang nak cuba buat online business. Okay, you cubalah buat. And then at one point, kalau benda ni mengganggu you punya study, mengganggu you punya kerja dan sebagainya, sampai you sibuk, because suppose during this student life, maybe you need to have some fun, but at the same time, you pressure dah you punya life, so kadang-kadang kita tak ada life kan. So maybe you need to slow down a bit. Alright? So put some timeline. Okay? Am I answering your question, Hannah?
Yes.
Alright. So that is my personal opinion lah. Okay? Sama jugalah, I remember when I did my PhD. Of course lah, bila buat PhD, beasiswa tu tidaklah sebanyak yang diterima masa kerja. Tapi mostly I think PhD candidates ni dia faham struggle of struggle of managing financial. Sebab tu ada yang kena buat part time kerja, even kita punya students dekat overseas pun terpaksa kerja part time dan sebagainya. But you need to understand or you need to know what is your target. Okay? Kalau you tak siap you punya thesis, PhD you tak habis lah. Alright? Bila you habis PhD you cepat-cepat, then you boleh cari kerja yang stabil. Betul? Tapi kalau you nak buat tu nak buat ni, you punya PhD drag, you punya thesis tak siap, itu daripada 3 jadi 4 tahun, jadi 5 tahun. So, dia drag makin lama makin lama. So, you need to have a strategy in everything that you do. Even masa saya buat masa saya kerja, buat master, I really need to set a target. Saya nak habis dalam tempoh 2 tahun sebab requirementnya 2 tahun part time. Kalau dia requirement dia setahun setengah, saya buat setahun setengah. Tapi dia nak 2 tahun. Well, you need to struggle. Saya punya lunch hour, I spend, saya ingat lagi memang lunch hour saya, I will go to depan Maybank Jadang Pudu tu, dia ada Starbucks kat situ. So saya akan duduk kat situ selama near to 1 hour to siapkan saya punya assignments. Maksudnya buat assignment sambil makan lah. And then patah balik buat kerja. And then kerja, Hana, one day, please don't expect kita kerja 8 jam je, okay? 8, pergi pukul 8, balik pukul 5, bukannya. Tak boleh lah macam, you need to have an attitude yang, bos, saya dibayar gaji 8 jam je, saya dah nak kena balik ni. I hope janganlah macam tu, even though it's your right. Tapi the truth is, memang kerja ni ada yang sampai 10 malam. It depends on you punya nature of work lah, right? So, it depends how you manage your time, right? So, masa time saya dulu, masa time lunch hour, I do my assignment. So, saya balik pun biasa average balik. Kalau nampak keluar office tu nampak matahari, saya ambil gambar. So, maknanya balik malam lah. So, saya balik sampai rumah and then I settle down and everything. Pukul 12, I start balik buat assignments. Then, it's a routine, you know. Sampailah 2 tahun. Macam itulah. So, you need to have a target. Even though you nak achieve banyak benda. Because saya daripada mula tadi saya cakap, you cannot do one thing at one time. You need to do so many things at one time. Sekarang ni lah. Alright? But, please, even though you want to do that, take care of your health. Right? Janganlah nak kejar sangat semua benda sampai tak sihat, sampai you punya relationship with your family members, you know, balik rumah kunci pintu je kan. Tanya dah makan belum, tak menjawab kan. So, you need to have a happy life as well. Okay? So, walaupun saya cakap you need to do many things in one time, jangan buat banyak sangat lah, okay? Apa yang you mampu saja. Okay, Hannah?
Okay.
Alright, good. Okay, then measurable. Alright, when you talk about measurable, how will you know when you reach it? Of course lah, bila kita nak buat something, kita nak achieve something, kita mesti nak tahu kita dah capai ke belum? Kan? Bila macam you sambung macam you sambung bachelor ke, you sambung master ke kan? You know, okay, within 2 years saya habis. Within 3 years saya habis. Kalau ada benda yang macam okay, you nak sambung master, berapa lama? It depends. So you pun susah nak budget kan. So when you want to do something, you want to target something, you need to know when you're gonna reach that. Okay, bila you boleh capai benda tu. Alright, dan measurable in terms of apa lagi? How much? You know, berapa cost untuk you nak dapat apa yang you nak tu. Alright, mungkin for example you punya specific goals nak achieve, nak dapatkan masters contohnya. So you kena tahulah berapa cost dia, you mampu atau tak mampu, ada bantuan keuangan ke, ada beasiswa ke. You need to look at that. Okay, itulah penting you set a specific goal. Ada orang dia set specific goal tapi of course lah kan, ada kekangan dari segi keuangan. Ada ramai student-student kita sekarang pun ada masalah dari segi keuangan. Bila tak dapat jumpa supervisor, bukan tak dapat jumpa supervisor, I mean bila lost a bit dalam dia punya education journey dia, maka kadang dia lost. So bila dia lost tu dia drag a bit dia punya time. So kadang-kadang ada have a financial constraint lah, you know, beasiswa dan sebagainya. So you need to know what the specific goals, dan you need to have specific measures. Alright, berapa cost yang you nak buat benda tu. Like my time, when I pursue my PhD, itulah kan, of course I need to have a plan. Takkanlah dah ada stable job, dah sonok-sonok apa semua kan, tiba-tiba berhenti nak buat PhD. Tak macam tu. It's not that simple. You know, I need to have some allocation of fund untuk emergency dan sebagainya. Kebetulan time tu pula, I would say ini life kan. If that time that my family expanding, so I need to have a reserve fund, you know, at that time. So you need to have a plan, alright? Supaya bila ada emergency, things happen, you dah ada backup, alright? So you need to be measure how much, at least lah, how much, how many, bila you, how will you know when you accomplish it? Bila mesti you nak tahu kan. You buat lama-lama, bila nak habis ni kan. So macam you buat personal loan ke apa contohnya lah kan, loan kereta. Takkan every day, every month you nak bayar tapi you tak tahu dah habis ke belum loan ni kan. So maknanya you know after berapa tahun you habis bayar. So after berapa tahun you achieve apa yang you target tu, you punya specific goals tu lah. Alright, and then ketiga, it is achievable. Alright, achievable ni you kena fikirlah, yang you nak buat tu, is it achievable? Is it in your power to accomplish? You know, boleh tak you accomplish benda tu? Itu yang saya bagi contoh tadi. Nak jadi tinggi sangat, tapi tengok diri sendiri, mungkin banyak lagi benda yang kurang. Alright? Itu yang bila tak dapat tu, you salahkan orang sana, you salahkan orang sini. Bukan macam tu. So you kena buat something yang is achievable. You know, bila you buat, for example, saya senang bagi contoh PhD lah. If you want to do PhD contohnya, you need to know whether you can achieve it or not. Of course, you kena tengok you punya experience when you do your masters, when you do your bachelors. Adakah you seorang yang boleh buat assignment, you know, rajin ke apa semua. Even though you tak rajin, but you have the determination. You know, I may be not a very hardworking, but I am determined that I can do my PhD. So it's something that achievable. Alright? How can you accomplish it? Ini you kena tahulah. Alright? Contoh, bila you nak jadi, for example, you want to be head of finance, for example. So, apa yang perlu ada? Apa you perlu buat? Maybe you need to have a professional certificate. Maybe you need to have a certified finance or ACCA for example. So untuk dapatkan benda tu, adakah achievable? Betul tak? Nak dapat benda tu bukan senang. So you kena plan. You tengok you punya surrounding, whether you punya family member support atau tidak, you know, benda ni semua kena inline. Kalau bila you cannot think about yourself only, you cannot think about you punya career growth sahaja. You know, you need to think of you punya, maybe you punya spouse, you punya surrounding as well lah, right? Sedar tak sedar dah pukul 10.45 dah. Ada apa-apa soalan ke, Ana?
Setakat ni belum lagi. Semuanya
Ada.
komen terbaik.
Okay, alright. Tak tahulah apa yang terbaiknya. I'm just sharing with all of you my experience, okay? Okay, next is, saya pergi cepat lah sebab ada satu slide lagi. Saya ada 3 slides je. Alright. The next is, of course, realistic, okay? Bila you nak set something, you need to be realistic lah. Alright? Can you achieve that? Kalau you buat something yang you cannot achieve, you punya family tak support, maybe benda tu jauh, you know, maybe even though you want to build business, you plan nak buat business overseas for example, is it realistic? Is it current situation membenarkan you untuk buat benda tu? Lagi-lagi during this COVID-19, maybe in certain things maybe is not realistic, okay? Just to share with you, in this current situation, current pandemic, most of the organisation yang saya tahu, how you minimize the cost also is one of the target. Okay, maknanya sebelum ni mungkin how much can you bring profit to the company, but now since the uncertainty of this current situation, the current pandemic, so of course, they predict the company will making loss, but how well you manage the loss. What? Kalau you dapat kurangkan loss tu jadi tak ada loss pun, you dah consider performer dah. Kalau you dapat 1% or 2% profit pun, of course, lagi excellent. You know? So maknanya, company pun dah set realistic goals, and you yourself also need to set the realistic goals. Kan? Kalau you bercita-cita untuk pursue PhD contohnya, tak habis-habis kan contoh PhD je kan, you need to look yourself. Adakah you punya attitude, you punya behavior, adakah you acting like that? Is it realistic? Nak tahu realistic atau tidak, kadang-kadang kita kena tanya surrounding kita, right? Tanya kawan-kawan, tapi kawan-kawan yang membangun lah. Jangan tanya-tanya kawan yang negatif, yang menjatuhkan kita. Alright? So you need to set a realistic goal. And then of course lastly, time. Okay, time is important. You need to know berapa lama, macam tadi lah saya kata, berapa lama you nak capai goals tu. Okay? Within 1 year, apa you nak capai? Right? Mungkin apa yang nak capai tu within 3 years. Okay, dalam 3 tahun aku nak jadi macam ni. Within 5 years I want to be like this. Within 3 years I want to be senior manager. Senior executive. And maybe for the next 5 years I want to be managers, for example. So you need to have a target. So in first year, apa you nak achieve? Okay, you punya KPI, you need to make sure excellent. 80% or 90% above. Second year, apa you nak kena capai? Third year, apa you nak capai? Alright? Sebab at least you try. Betul tak? Dapat atau tidak promotion tu is belakang cerita. But at least you try. You fulfill all of the requirement. Right? So, then you will know. Apa lagi kekurangan? Alright? So, barulah you improve from that. Okay? So, since masa betul-betul mencemburui, mula-mula I thought sejam nak cakap apa ni kan? Tapi itulah, dah jadi lecturer ni banyak cakap kot. Alright, so next, my last slides will be transform. Alright, so ni kadang-kadang mungkin you all tanya macam, apa yang transform ni doktor? Daripada tadi duk tanya-tanya what is the transformation kan? Sekejap Alright, now bila you dah identify your SMART goal, right? Bila you tahu apa you nak buat dalam you punya life, you dah strategi dah. Within 5 years I want to be this. Within 10 years I want to be this. You need to have that kind of goal. That is what alhamdulillah, that is what I did in my life lah. Okay, saya plan within sampai umur berapa ini saya nak jadi. Sampai umur ni ini saya nak jadi. Alhamdulillah so far okay lah. So
The timeline lah.
alhamdulillah lah, even though of course there's the ups and downs, but at least you need to be determined and patient with what you already set. You punya goals, okay? Now, transform yourself. Bila you dah plan apa you nak jadi, tak boleh lah. You kena tengok diri you. Adakah saya adakah saya orang macam tu? Faham tak? For example, you want to be a successful businessman, for example. Take a look at yourself. Adakah saya acting like a successful businessman? Adakah saya feel, adakah saya punya emotion bagus, mempunyai attributes of businessman? Adakah saya think businessman? Adakah saya ada entrepreneurial mindset? You know, for example, you want to be a businessman. And then act. Adakah saya act like a businessman? Nak jadi businessman tapi nak jual satu produk pun tak erti. So maknanya adakah you acting the good way, the right way? You nak jadi businessman tapi ada duit sikit, hire orang lain, hire orang tu, hire orang ni buat bekerja untuk you. Tapi you yourself, you don't have the passion. You might be have the idea, tapi idea sahaja without action, I would say is difficult to fulfill whatever you want lah, right? Even kita tengok Tan Sri Tony Fernandez pun, they have an idea untuk buat dia punya airline punya company. Dia sendiri buat, you know, dia tengok macam mana dia go through each department dan sebagainya. And then the way you dress, that's very important. You all okay, saya pergi pada sikit-sikit lah, okay. The way you feel, this is very important, the way you feel. Alright, you need to try to be positive all the time. You know, in life, of course, there's a lot of things that is beyond your control. Macam-macam orang punya perangai, macam-macam lah. Tak nak cakap banyak kan, but you sendiri pun faham lah. Even you pun faham bila you buat group work ke kan, dalam kelas ke dan sebagainya. So there's a lot of attitude orang kat luar sana. But please, kita tak boleh control surrounding, but we can control ourselves. Betul? So try to be positive. Right? When you try to be positive, try to avoid, maybe one of the way, try to avoid negative people. You know, yelah kalau you tahu orang tu macam asyik bersangka buruk saja, negatif saja, try to avoid yourself. You tak boleh nak change dia, but you can change the way you act, betul tak? So try to avoid that. And then what else? Kalau you rasa macam down, whatever, you try to search maybe inspiring quotes, inspiring speech, inspiring stories. Benda-benda macam tu baru you rasa macam bersyukur. You know, sometimes I like to, bila saya rasa macam down ke, saya rasa macam tak cukup ke kan, saya suka tengok orang yang maybe not fortunate, you know, tak dapat apa yang saya capai. Bukan nak kata bagus sangat nak capai, tapi maknanya kita tengok orang lain punya life, baru kita rasa macam ya Allah, bersyukurnya lah. You know, maknanya benda-benda macam tu buat you akan think positive. Alright? Okay, and then the way you think. You dah feel and then you think. Fikir ni paling penting. You know, you need to transform yourself to be someone that is very creative. You know, the new way of solving problem. And then you need to think of something that is sustainable. Sustainable maknanya is going to be benefit not just now and also for the future. And then you need to think smart. And paling penting anak, you need to think fast. Okay, sekarang tu lah saya faham kadang-kadang kita duk fikir sampai sebulan duk fikir je. Tapi tak buat lagi. So that is why You need to think fast. Stop think too long, just do it, you know. And bila you just do it, then you know. Kalau you salah, you betulkan. Alright? So that is the way you need to do, right? Positive thinking. And then sometimes you need to do, I suggest some of us need to do exercise. So, bila kita exercise, you know, juga jogging, lagi-lagi sekarang kan, duduk work from home contohnya kan, students dan sebagainya, buat exercise. Bila you exercise, your brain will become healthy. Maknanya it helps you to think creative, alright? And then what else? Paling penting juga, please be open-minded. Please be open-minded. Bila you kerja nanti, you need to transform yourself to be open-minded. Terima pandangan orang. Bila orang kata, you salah ni, buat cara ni, supposed to do like this. Jangan straight away melenting lah contohnya kan. You think first, kenapa dia fikir macam tu? Right? I always try to understand what people think by pelik pula kan, by think what they think, you know. Saya fikirlah, kenapa dia fikir macam ni I try to see in terms of dia punya perspektif. So barulah macam, oh okay lah, baru saya faham, you know. That is macam the way saya dengan saya punya student pun, kadang-kadang students bagi banyak excuses dan sebagainya. Kadang-kadang I try to think, ya ke ni kan? So saya try fikir-fikir, okay lah, you know, some things yang kita boleh tolerate, something yang kita boleh flexible a bit, so kita faham, right? So you need to think positive, be open-minded, right? One day janganlah nanti bila masuk kerja, dulu saya belajar kat universiti lain ni bos, ini salah ni. So jangan macam tu, right? That attitude is very not good, right? Dengar dulu apa yang orang cakap. Sometimes people succeed, or sometimes people very, you know, successful is based on their experience, right? Not from their academic background, right? They learn from their mistakes. So itu yang dia ajar you, right? So try to learn from them also. So be open-minded. And then the way you act is very important. Semua saya senarai ni semua important lah. The way you act penting. Because why? You want to gain people confidence, right? People's perception towards you is very important. The way you act. Masa you pergi interview, the way you shake hand. Sekarang tak tahulah kan, tak boleh shake hand kan. And then mungkin the way you masa nak virtual interview, you need to confidence. Kalau saya macam ni, you nampak tak? Macam ni. Kadang-kadang saya macam, so it's different. Okay, you need to learn how to body language dan sebagainya. Ini mungkin Encik Ludi lagi hebat lah benda ni, dia akan ajar you all lah. So your action is very important. The way you talk, the way you think, the way you walk, you know, the way you use your eye contact is very important to show that you are confident, you know. And then saya nak tekankan juga, saya berharap pelajar-pelajar sekalian, please use your emotional intelligence skills. Apa benda emotional intelligence skills ni? Meaning to say, senang cerita, your ability to control your emotion that will guide your thinking and action. Maknanya bila ada satu benda datang dekat you tu, nak cepat melatah ke, nak cepat marah ke apa, sabar dulu, relax, feel dulu, you know, control your emotion first, jangan cepat melenting. Maybe there's some reason behind it, and then you think, oh, sepatutlah company suruh buat macam ni. You know, sekarang ni there's a lot of yelah, in terms of salary, for example, ada cut of salary, you know, berapa persen ke berapa persen, and then mungkin banyaklah company punya initiative sebenarnya to make sure that they still keep the employee in the organisation. Tapi bila dia cut salary, oh you marah, you melenting. Apa ni company tak sayang lah, apa semua, dah kerja berapa tahun dah, this is the way you treat me. please use your ability to control your emotion. Fikir dulu, oh mungkin company sekarang tengah having a difficulties untuk control financial, rolling a profit dan sebagainya. But at least they want to keep me in this company. Saya bersyukur sangat. So baru you kerja, still keep motivated. Alright? So you need to control emotion first, and then it will direct you towards your action. Alright? And then what else? Dan bila kita nak cakap pasal transform diri ni, saya nak share jugalah, you need to make yourself happy. Make yourself happy ni macam mana, doktor? Do whatever things that you like in your life. You suka makan apa, you suka minum apa, tapi janganlah terlebih sangat kan. So whatever things that you like in your life, just do it. For example, kalau you suka exercise, some people exercise make they feel happy, so just do it. Dalam satu minggu mungkin 3 kali ke, atau dalam satu hari ambil setengah jam ke, and then kalau you tak ada mood, so normal lah, kita kan manusia, kadang-kadang tak ada mood, feel down dan sebagainya. Kalau rasa minum pergi minum air caramel latte ke, sedap juga ni, pergi minum, pergi order 2-3 pun tak apa, tapi jangan hari-hari lah. Kan kecil manis pula. So do things that you happy in your life, so that bila you happy, when you feel happy, you pun akan translate benda happiness tu dekat orang lain juga. Orang lain orang tengok you pun happy tau, bila you duduk kat rumah dengan you punya family dan sebagainya, kalau tengok you murung je kan, mesti ada something wrong. So bila you happy, so then dia akan give you a positive mindset dan sebagainya. The last one, the way you dress. Okay, alright, masa betul-betul mencemburi, masih baik the last one. Okay, the way you dress. Saya rasa tak payah cakap banyak lah benda ni. Ni kalau Encik Ludi dengar ni, dia PM tepi je. Faiq, this is not your area lah. Saya pun belajar dengan Encik Ludi ni. But the way you dress up is very important. Okay, saya nak tekankan juga. For example, you look at me today. Bukan nak kata ni lah. Bayangkan kalau saya just pakai t-shirt je. What is your impression towards me? And nanti in this current situation, mungkin you gonna have a virtual interview, and then dah dapat kerja nanti, nak kena work online, virtual dan sebagainya. You need to be presentable. Bila you presentable, people will feel confidence towards you. And bila you dress properly pun, the way you positive action tadi pun jadi. The way you act, the way you talk, the way you think also will be different bila you dress up smart and comfortable. You remember, first impression is very important, right? Who knows, maybe you jumpa orang tu, dia you punya potential employer, mungkin you punya potential business partner. Tapi kalau you dress up pun macam bukan nak kata you kena pakai lavish dan sebagainya, kan nanti kan nak kena pergi hari-hari pakai suit pula, bukan. Maknanya you need to dress up professional lah, casual, smart dan sebagainya. So bila orang, for example, bila orang interview you pun, after interview dia orang akan discuss, you rasa mana okey? I rasa budak tadi okey kot. Budak tadi tu pakai tie rainbow lah, apa yang confidentnya. So macam you need to be presentable. Itu you kena search lah how to look presentable. Alright? And then what else? Yeah.
Cakap tentang be presentable kan, saya teringat cerita The Pursuit of Happiness. Kan ada watak Chris Gardner tu kan, even though dia dalam situation yang not financially stable, tapi hari-hari dia memang pakai presentable. So itu memang menunjukkan satu ciri-ciri orang berjaya lah kan.
Betul. One of my point that I want to share with you is that dress like what you want to be in your life. That's the most important thing. Dress like what you want to be in your life. Kalau you nak jadi businessman, dress like it. For example, even I'm a lecturer, dress like a lecturer, smart, casual smart dan sebagainya. It shows that you are disciplined, kena kemas dan sebagainya. Kadang-kadang bila kita tak dress up the way that we want to be in the future, so maknanya kita tak practice dalam diri kita. Kan? Even students, you need to dress like dah professional dah, even you bagi you punya CV pun, dekat gambar tu ada, janganlah macam gambar Insta famous ke apa kan. Be professional, guys, dengan gambar suit, tie, ladies pun dengan presentable dan sebagainya. So bila orang tengok you tu, dia punya first impression macam wow. Okay, and then dress like the way you want people to address you. Faham? So kalau you bukan saya nak kata orang dress up macam ni, orang pandang rendah, bukan. Tapi kadang-kadang kalau orang bernasib baik tak apalah. Kalau orang tak bernasib baik ni, ada je perception orang kan. Pakai selekeh je, ada je kan perception orang. So dress like how you want people to address you. Bila you pergi mana-mana, you pakai maybe not formal lah, tapi you dress maybe casual, smart dan sebagainya. Orang tengok you pun, orang cakap dengan you pun, they will have a different kind of level. Compared to maybe datang-datang mungkin pakai slipper, pakai round neck, lepas tu bercakap. Orang macam, kalau you memang betul-betul hebat, tak apa. Orang macam, wow, orang hebat pun pakai macam ni. Tak apa. Tapi kalau ada orang yang macam, you nak sempoi aja all the time, itu pun tak berapa, I'm not recommended lah, okay? Whereas, and then of course lah, even though you nak dress up very smart or whatever, wear something that make you feel comfortable lah, right? Takkanlah macam nak juga smart dan sebagainya, you kena wear something that is not comfortable kan. So when you're comfortable, then you will feel confident about yourself. And of course, I'm pretty sure that bila you punya emotion good, the way of thinking also positive, the way you act also confident, the way you dress up also is very presentable, insyaAllah, you're gonna transform yourself to be someone different, okay? Try to be the best version of yourself. Orang cakap kan, kalau orang tanya, okey ke tak ni nak buat macam ni? Tak apa, buat yang terbaik. Orang senang je cakap buat yang terbaik kan, tapi you yourself, okay? You need to be the best version of yourself bila you kerja nanti. Okay, yang nak cek-cek kerja ke, yang nak pergi intern, be the best version of yourself. Be punctual. Sebelum ni mungkin datang kelas lambat, buat assignment, delay dan sebagainya. So, tapi bila kerja, this is the real deal. Alright? This is the real deal. This is you punya, orang kata, punca pencarian lah. You nak dapat duit. You need to survive with this. So, be the best version of you. Jangan segan untuk jadi yang terbaik. Betul tak? Sebelum ni macam, sebelum ni dekat universiti aku round neck je. Buat apa ni, okey lah ni, pakai baju kemeja okey. Is that the best you can do? Ask yourself, right? So be the best that you can be, right? So this is some of the quote yang I think suka lah, be humble in your confidence, yet courageous in your character. Okay? So everything, one day you achieve something, you makin lama makin meningkat, you punya career grow dan sebagainya, be humble, ingat dari mana you bermula, right? I think that's all for me. Sekarang pun dah 11 lebih, so saya minta maaf jika, sebelum buka soalan lah, saya minta maaf lah jika ada terkasar bahasa ke, salah cakap ke dan sebagainya. I think that's all for me. Alright, thank you. So, any questions?
Thank you so much, Doktor. Okay, kita pergi kepada soalan dulu.
Oh, ada soalan.
Daripada seorang mahasiswi UPM rasanya ni. Dari Atika. Okay, dia cakap, I am planning to further my studies after grad. What are the things that I should equip myself with in order to do postgrad study, and how to keep myself motivated in my final year?
Alright. this is my personal opinion to all of you yang bachelor and then want to pursue masters dan sebagainya. I don't know, maybe I come from a different background, so maybe I'll give a different kind of opinion. My suggestion, try to gain industry experience first, right? Seriously, you will have a different kind of way of think, different kind of do things, different kind of mindsets, okay? So try to find job first, okay? Then you can do it part-time. Ramai je buat part-time. Saya pun buat part-time dulu. And most of my students ada yang PJJ dan sebagainya. What keep them motivated? Well, you ask yourself, what you want to achieve in your life? Kalau career growth yang you cari, so pursue masters, I would say is one of it lah. Because nak kata pasal bachelor or degree ke apa semua, it's like ramai orang ada dah. So what makes you different than others? Other than you punya experience. So you further masters. And then after further masters, you further maybe you get a professional certificate in your specific line. And then kalau you ada time lagi, after you umur berapa ke, you macam apa lagi nak buat ni? Buat PhD. So maknanya is go together your career and you punya academic growth. Okay, so dia punya satisfaction is going to be different, you know. Maknanya bila you nak pergi maybe there's a promotion or whatever, you're going to be in a different level compared to others, right? So what keep you motivated? I would say, of course, you need to look apa you punya personal target lah. Maybe some of us ada yang nak tunjuk dekat anak-anak yang I can do this. Your father can do this. Your father can do PhD, for example. So there is a determination. So be it. Maybe you punya determination nak career growth dan sebagainya. Then so be it. Okay, it depends on you. Tapi janganlah buat sekadar nak ada. Itu yang macam bila you buat pun tak terlalu, you know, tak fulfill lah. You know, you akan buat kadang-kadang separuh jalan je. You need to have determination as well. Okay? Harap menjawab lah.
Doktor ada seorang tanya, doktor buat master dengan thesis or coursework?
Okay, saya buat master coursework lah.
Hmm.
Part-time master coursework. Sebab tu sebab tu ada banyak assignment. But alhamdulillah lepas je. So you need to have a determination lah, okay?
Okay, thank you so much Doktor. Doktor, sebelum tu kan ramai juga yang tanya, mungkin Doktor boleh sharekan social media Doktor untuk kita networking, ada soalan-soalan yang nak ditanyakan selepas ini.
Okay je. Search Faiq Aziz kot. Saya pun dah lupa dah Facebook ni. Nanti saya tag CEM punya Facebook lah.
LinkedIn, Doktor ada LinkedIn tak?
You can just search je kot. I forgot because too many IDs dan sebagainya lah.
Okay. Kita search Faiq Aziz je lah.
Yes. Faiq Aziz.
Right. Okay, sebelum kita tamatkan sesi kita, suka untuk saya wrap up balik apa key takeaways kita pada hari ini, so that semua viewers kita yang mungkin baru je masuk kan live kita hari ini dapat sedikit sebanyak perkongsian daripada Dr. Faiz hari ini. Alright, so first thing first yang Dr. tekankan kepada kita semua adalah what I want to be in the future. So kita kena tahu dan strategiskan mulai sekarang apa benda yang kita nak jadi ataupun kerjaya ataupun anything career yang we want to pursue in the future. So first thing first, tengok requirements, preferences kita, and then tahu kita punya resources so that we are aligned to become the person that we want to be in the future. And then the second one is to have smart goals. Smart tu apa? specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. And then the third thing is to put a timeline and strategize. So benda ni satu perkara yang point yang saya sangat suka, sebab kadang-kadang kita pun kadang-kadang kita macam banyak sangat benda nak kena buat kan. Kita lupa nak letakkan setiap perkara tu dalam timeline. So kita lupa nak prioritaskan which one that needs to be our priorities. And then transformation, iaitu transformation of our feeling, of our think, and the way we act, and as well as the way we dress. So about the act, transformation of the act, saya suka untuk kongsikan satu equation ni. Kalau kita ada goals, tercampurkan dengan action, baru kita akan dapat traction. Maksudnya kita nampak hasil dia. Kalau kita ada goals tapi tak ada action, maka tak ada traction. Alright.
Exactly.
Dia akan jadi stagnan lah semata-mata. Okay, itu sahaja. InsyaAllah mungkin cukup ke saya punya wrap up takeaways kita?
Cukup. Alhamdulillah.
Masa pun dah mencemburi kita, dah terlebih 11 minit. InsyaAllah terima kasih saya ucapkan kepada yang berbahagia doktor kerana sudi meluangkan masa bersama-sama dengan mahasiswa-mahasiswi bakal graduan Universiti Putra Malaysia. Terima kasih juga buat para penonton. Jangan lupa like dan share live sharing session hari ini supaya ramai lagi yang dapat manfaat daripada perkongsian doktor sebentar tadi. Maka berakhirlah borak tepi siri yang kedua, insyaAllah. Jangan lupa siri yang ketiga boleh tengok di Instagram dan Facebook CEM untuk pengetahuan yang lebih lanjut. InsyaAllah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih doktor.